What if I told you that before India could give rights, before it could form a government, before it could pass a single law, it first had to answer one terrifying question. What exactly is India? Not emotionally, not culturally, but legally. Because unless a nation defines itself, it doesn't exist in law. And that answer is hidden in Part 1 of the Indian Constitution. When India became independent in 1947, freedom came with chaos. The British had left, but they left behind something dangerous, a map full of uncertainty. India was not one solid country yet. It was a patchwork of British provinces and more than 560 princely states, each ruled by its own king. Some wanted to join India. Some wanted independence. Some were unsure. Imagine a nation being born, but its borders not fully decided. The leaders of India knew something crucial. Before writing laws, they had to legally define the country itself. So when the Constitution was drafted, its very first section was not about rights or government or courts. It was about identity. That section became Part 1, the Union and its territory. Because before a nation can function, it must first declare who we are and where we are.
India, that is Bharat. The very first article of the Constitution, Article 1, begins with words that carry enormous meaning. India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. Not a federation created by states. Not a loose alliance. But a union. This single word was chosen carefully. The makers of the Constitution wanted India to be strong and united. They didn't want states to have the power to break away. So they made it clear, India is not a voluntary club of states. It is an inseparable union. The phrase India, that is Bharat, also reflects history and identity. India connects the nation to its global recognition. Bharat connects it to its ancient civilization. One name speaks to the world. The other speaks to its soul. And together they legally define the nation's existence. Drawing the map of a country. Through defining what India is, the Constitution answers the next question. What belongs to India? Articles 2 and 3 give Parliament the power to admit new states, create new ones, change boundaries, or even rename them. Think about how powerful that is. The Constitution allows India's map to evolve. This is why over the years, India has changed peacefully without breaking apart. States have been reorganized. Borders adjusted. Names changed, like Madras becoming Tamil Nadu or Orissa becoming Odisha. Instead of revolutions, India used constitutional procedure. Instead of conflict, India used law. This flexibility is one of the greatest strengths of the Constitution. It allows change without chaos. Because the framers understood something timeless. A rigid nation can break, but a flexible nation can survive.
At first glance, Part 1 might seem simple. It talks about territory, states, and boundaries. But in reality, it does something far greater. It legally creates India. Without Part 1, there would be no defined nation. Without a defined nation, there would be no government. Without government, there would be no rights, no courts, no laws. In other words, Part 1 is the foundation of everything that follows. It tells the world that India is one united country, not divided kingdoms, not separate regions, but a single sovereign nation. It ensures that no state can simply walk away. It guarantees unity while still allowing diversity. It holds together languages, cultures, traditions, and identities under one constitutional umbrella. That is why Part 1 is not just geography. It is nation building written into law. It is the legal birth certificate of India. If you want to understand the Constitution not as boring articles, but as powerful stories that shape your life, subscribe to Legal Lens India and follow for more episodes where law becomes simple, stories become knowledge, and knowledge becomes power.